As Connecticut lawmakers grapple with yet another projected budget deficit, state aid to municipalities could again be an issue. In Extra Credit, our ongoing series on civics, Connecticut Public Radio's Jeff Cohen sat down with Tom Condon of the Connecticut Mirror to discuss the role of regionalism and the effect it could have on the state's finances.
Hi, Tom.
Hey, Jeff.
As long as I've been a reporter in Connecticut, I've heard about regionalization and we've reported on it. And I actually remember sitting with the incoming speaker at the time a few years ago as he was big on regionalization. At the same time, one of the towns I covered, Enfield, I think Enfield has like 3 volunteer fire departments, 2 professional departments. So
5 fire departments, right?
5 fire departments.
Yeah.
Why are we talking regionalization again now, and where are we in the spectrum?
Well, first of all, let's define terms. When we talk about regionalization, what we're really talking about is metropolitan regionalism. Go to the big cities, Hartford, New Haven, Bridgeport, those cities and the towns around them, the metro areas, that's what we're talking about. Why consider it now?
Yeah.
2 reasons: to save money and to make money. Connecticut's got 169 towns. If it were founded today, it wouldn't. Pick a number, but pick a single-digit number. That's how many it would have. The 169 towns, at least the perception is, creates a lot of redundancy. Secondly, with Congress at gridlock and the state broke, power is shifting to regions that can do their own thing, that can do their own economic development. We've seen this around the country, in Indianapolis, Nashville, Pittsburgh. So they can develop regional economic development if they're prepared to do it.
You've written about regionalism for a long time. Why is it again relevant now? Is it the state of our state budget that makes it especially urgent now?
Absolutely. Connecticut is a state of historic localism, the legacy of our congregational churches that founded most of the towns. We're very, very inward, locally oriented. But the state's broke. It's hard to believe we can keep doing things the way we've been doing them.
Let's talk about what it would look like.
Well, it depends on how you did it. There's what I call the nuclear option, which is to say we blow up the towns and create 5 metro governments.
Unlikely?
Highly unlikely. We could bring back counties. When they were done away with, they were considered just kind of sewers of patronage and had very few duties, had just jails and sheriffs. But counties endure across the country. Only Connecticut and Rhode Island and part of Massachusetts don't have counties. The rest of the country does. We could empower the councils of government that are voluntary associations of all the towns. They don't have much power. They have a budget. The money's been cut. But we could give them the power to borrow money, the power to invest in major projects. That would be one thing. And for my last option, virtual regionalism.
What's that?
Everything stays the same, except towns have to regionalize services or they lose state money.
Are there the kinds of savings in regionalism that actually move the budget needle, or is it, in the end, could it just be nibbling around financial edges?
Very good question, and we don't know the answer. You can look at Capital Region Council of Governments Purchasing Compact. 120 towns are in it. They've saved millions of dollars this way. Towns share building inspectors, assessors, animal control facilities, and they save real money. There are people who think that the savings could run into the hundreds of millions.
Is it sort of like not a now or never time, but now it's just as urgent as it's ever been to talk about this?
It's probably more urgent than it's ever been. Absolutely. This year's budget crisis repeats next year and the following year and the following year. It's a critical time to at least explore this in depth.
Tom Condon writes about urban and regional issues for the Connecticut Mirror and is an all-around good guy. Thank you, Tom.
Thank you, Jeff.
You can read Tom Condon's recent series on regionalism at ctmirror.org. Extra Credit is a partnership between Connecticut Public Radio and the Connecticut Mirror, and it's made possible by the Robert and Margaret Patricelli Family Foundation.